Some big news in the influencer marketing world coming out of Cannes this week. Unilever made a proclamation that they will no longer work with influencers who have fake followers. Other brands like Samsung and eBay have jumped on board. Directionally, we 100% agree. This is about authenticity. This is about influencing people. You can't do it with fake followers. You can't do it with fake engagement. But the question becomes very practical very quickly. How do we do this? Let me give you an example of an influencer, let's say, has 90,000 followers. She was starting out 3 years ago. She bought 1,000 followers for $20. She regrets it. She knows they're not any good, but they're still in her account. There's no efficient way to really get rid of those. Does that mean she's off the list, even though almost all of her followers are legitimate? Number two, let's say click farms do this all the time. I am being paid to follow certain accounts. I'm also going to follow some accounts that I'm not being paid to follow, so the algorithms on the social networks can't catch me as easily. So if you go to Twitter, there's lots of tools you can find, and if you have any significant Twitter following, you likely have some fake followers too. So we're going to ban anyone who has any fake followers, regardless of whether they paid for it. That's going to be tricky to do. It would eliminate pretty much any large-size influencer. So it gets practical really quick. The other thing we need to think about is that brands and agencies incentivize this behavior in the first place. There's a lot of companies out there with a business model that pays only on engagements. The more engagements you get, the more you pay. Well, if I can buy an engagement for a penny and sell it to you for a nickel, there's a certain percentage of influencers who are going to take that bait and are going to run with it. Others, you have a big following count, I'm going to throw you lots of money even if you don't inspire anyone. That's a mistake too. So we need to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, what did we do to cause these people to take this next step? And what can we do better? Moving forward, we have to do a better job of vetting our influencers and building relationships with them. Think ambassador programs, but also think hand scrubbing of influencer lists. You have to look at their content by hand. The tools can only do so much. They can sort for you, but if you're taking a shortcut and not really getting to know your influencers at all, you can't really come back and complain later that you were duped, because you really didn't do the due diligence that good influencer marketing programs do. We always hand scrub our influencers here at Carusele. But the tools do have a burden. They have to do better. Why can we not have a quality score where we can see, based on our algorithms, we think this influencer's percentage of fake followers is 3%, this influencer's percentage of fake followers is 30%, and we can make those decisions in real time. The same for fake engagement. We should be able to have algorithms that sort of sniff that out, at least on a high level. And finally, let's make sure our comp models are built around who can inspire people, who can create that aspirational content that really moves the needle on sales. Reach does not move the needle on sales, or you to put all your money into banner ads with a $1 CPM. Inspirational, aspirational content moves the needle on sales. Let's make sure we're focused on that. So until next time on The Spin, I'm Jim Tobin. See you soon.